Hello, welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I will be talking about some of these Sverchok nodes. This is all the topics that I'm thinking to talk about. Maybe I need to break it into multiple videos. But basically, it is all about intersection. So the other day, I saw this question on, let's say you have like a bunch of circle, which is just a polygon circle, and you want to kind of intersect all this circle and boolean it, so you end up with just the outline or the silhouette. How can you achieve something like this? I think I talked a couple of times in the past on how you can actually achieve this. I will be talking about how to do this manually and then using different sort of way. It's gonna involve intersect edges. There's also this planar edge net to polygon, this interesting one. And later on, I might actually create a video talking about grease pencil and intersect. So that's probably for the next video. But let's see, let's delete everything. So let's start with just a bunch of circle placed in a random position. I will delete grease pencil, delete everything basically. And we end up with just a circle. So let's get started. So this is gonna be SV intersect silhouette. Maybe if we have like some kind of Boolean 2D where we can do like quick intersect or difference or union, similar to Adobe Illustrator Pathfinder, maybe that's gonna be a lot simpler. But for now, this is what we have. So we have these 6 circles. Currently the seed is 164, so I can write that down. Basically we can randomize the circle, right? And whenever we find the intersection, we want to cut it. We can find the one that we like, but I like the number 164 because each of these circles is intersecting. This is just a normal edge, so I'm creating it using this circle nodes. If I bake it out, this is gonna be a joined circle because I join it over here. If I remove that, we have like 6 circles separately, but we're gonna join it. And let's say you have something like this, and then you bake it out, and then hey, okay, if I want to do this manually, how do I kind of model it inside edit mode? This is because this is kind of a little bit tricky. We don't have like intersection points there. So how do we go about doing that? Apparently, comes with Blender. There's a TinyCAD add-on. This is like this is actually created by Zevi Delga McArdle. It's been around for a while, I believe, and it's very interesting because this one allows you to do the intersections. It works with edges. So I'm gonna do this manually now. I'll shoot just to give you the points. The way you work with it is that you select 2 edges and you tap W, and you have this special menu, and this is the TinyCAD add-on basically. I really like this one, intersect selected edges. I believe that's the one. So after I do that, what's gonna happen is that it's gonna create this 4 edges. Based on the 2 edges intersecting, we're gonna end up with this 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's exactly what we need. And the same thing here. So intersect selected edges. All right. So we're gonna end up with this, but we're gonna cut it just like that. And what's gonna happen is that we can select these 2 lines and then tap L and then tap X to delete edges. So that way we kind of join the circle. It's not joined yet, but you get the idea. So I'm gonna do this very quickly now. Intersect selected edges. Intersect selected edges. I wonder if there's a way to kind of quickly repeat the last command. Maybe there is, but anyhow, I'm gonna do it like this for now. So I'm getting rid of that line that's connecting that guy. Okay. And then you can also do it like this. C and then L. Oops. Tap escape. L, 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 L. Delete. Okay, so I'm joining those two circles now. We have just a bunch more. I found this actually kind of relaxing. This is something that you probably can do without thinking much, without using brain. And it's pretty repetitive, but it's actually quite fun. I recommend you to do this sometimes, just for fun. So grab the last edge, delete the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete the edges. Select, escape, and then tap L with the cursor near the line, and then just cut it. So now we kind of have it joined, but we are not finished yet. Now we have to go to points, I believe, and we have some stray, but that's okay. We can select all and then remove double, and then kind of merge it. Remove 23 vertices, and then if we tap F, it's gonna fill the face, and now we can delete loose. So there's a kind of like a procedural step-by-step there that you can do. Now we have this, and this is good. This is like the manual mode, right? And this is, I like to do extruding using Solidify. This should work for all kind of flat shapes. Or you can also convert this to curve, just in case you don't know. Convert to curve, and then with this curve, if it's the 3D, we can use full and then extrude it. I think 2D actually works better. Yep, because 2D you can have that, and you can add depth and bevel and whatnot. So that's a curve. This is polygon. This is polygon. All right. So moving to the next level of the. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna use intersect nodes. I used this in the past. Intersect edges. This is really useful. You like to stay in the 3D mode, I believe. 2D kind of doing something different. But yeah, let's say you have something like this, and then let me think. I think you just need to bake it, and I believe this is already kind of broken up into edges. You see, you can do the manual job now, just like before. Just you know, like you can use C, maybe just selecting those like that, or I don't know, just manually doing it like before, but everything is already broken up, so it's a lot easier. And this is also quite meditative. It's pretty easy. Delete edges. I think the same guy, the same developer actually made the TinyCAD add-on and also make the nodes for Sverchok. Zevi is pretty brilliant. Okay, that's pretty much done. I think you just need to then remove double and stuff. So that's done also. There's another way, which is kind of interesting. Try EdgeNet. Planar EdgeNet. This one does something unusual, especially if you in 3D and remove double. If I bake it out, you can see here there's something unusual. And if I turn on the wire and go to the edit mode and go to face, look at this. Everything seems to be clean. If I start moving the face, of course, you can see there is some weirdness happening there, which I don't like. But this is kind of interesting because maybe there is one operation in Blender where you can just separate all this face. maybe. But for now, I will be using just hotkey Y for each one of these. This is also quite meditative. Just select using right mouse button and then tap Y, select, tap Y. What's gonna happen now is like all these shapes are separated. I found this to be quite interesting. This is normally you don't get easily. And I found that this process, the whole procedure might be able to be automated somehow. I quite like this way. This is like a Pathfinder in Adobe Illustrator once again. So you start with this bunch of circles, and you probably can automate it so you can have something like this, or have like a full mesh like this that's kind of joined together. So that's really the basic idea. I really wish that there's an easier way to kind of join this, or maybe remove it. I don't know. I think it's quite possible, but for now, that's basically the idea. Maybe at some point in the near future, I'll talk about this again. Maybe we have actually like a 2D Boolean. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe on the next video, I can talk about how you can use a grease pencil and really use this method of kind of Boolean in 2D and kind of doing this. See, this is like shapes, and you kind of make a shapes really in the most abstract kind of way. But this is really interesting because I found it to be quite appealing and quite easy, even though it's kind of 2D, but you can kind of make it 3D at some point. All right, so that's pretty much it. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.